program this morning. We'll continue to bring you coverage of the elections as things unfold in the country. You can join the conversation by simply dialing the numbers 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. So at the moment, election results are beginning to trickle in. Really, when I say trickle in. Yesterday we saw the National Coalition, excuse me, the National Coalition begin at about 6 p.m. Even though the INEC chairman had opened the National Coalition Center at about 1 p.m. yesterday. Well, we also would be looking at, why that is so. The INEC put out a statement yesterday to talk about why the election results, the presidential election results haven't been uploaded to the IREV and couldn't be uploaded, from the BVAS. Nigerians are really worried about what's happening with the BVAS, considering the fact that, it was started to be the game changer. A lot of Nigerians believed that the BVAS was going to totally turn around the story or the narrative of the Nigerian elections. Well, is that what we have? Would it be any different from what it has always been? Why do we have things changing just now when the same, the same system, the BVAS as well as the IREV had been used in the Osun and the Ekiti state elections before now? Why are things changing? Why are things looking different? That's the question many Nigerians have been asking. Why is it difficult to post up or, what's the word now? Upload the election results at most polling units across the country? Many have, Nigerians have alleged sabotage and all that, but the INEC has a contrary opinion. The INEC put out a statement. I'm going to read that statement to you right before we delve into the headlines for this morning. All right. So the INEC had a press release yesterday, and it reads: challenges experienced with the INEC results viewing portal IREV. The Commission is aware of challenges with the INEC results viewing portal IREV. Unlike in off-season elections where the portal was used, it has been relatively slow and unsteady. The Commission regrets this setback, especially because of the importance of the IREV in our results management process. The problem is totally due to technical hitches related to scaling up the IREV from a platform for managing off-season state elections to one for managing nationwide general elections. It is indeed not unusual for glitches to occur and be corrected in such situations. Consequently, the Commission wishes to assure Nigerians that the challenges are not due to any intrusion or sabotage of our systems, and that the IREV remains well secured. Our technical team is working assiduously to solve all the outstanding problems, and the users of IREV would have noticed improvements since last night. We also wish to assure Nigerians that the results from the polling units, copies of which were issued to political parties, are safe on both the BVAS and the IREV portal. These results cannot be tampered with, and any discrepancy between them and the physical results used in collation will be thoroughly investigated and remediated, in line with Section 65 of the Electoral Act 2022. While we fully appreciate the concerns of the public on this issue or this situation and welcome various suggestions that we have received from concerned Nigerians, it is important to avoid statements and actions that can heat up the polity at this time or promote dissatisfaction towards the Commission. We take full responsibility for the problems and regret the distress that have come that they have caused the candidates political parties, and the electorate. This release was signed by Festus Okoye Esquire, National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee on Sunday, the 26th of February, 2023. Now, other stuff happening coming out from this. In Yobe State, the senator representing Yobe North, Senator Ahmed Lawan, has been declared winner of his senatorial district, the Yobe North. We may recall that that seat was keenly contested at the primaries, resulted into a court issue with Machina, who had won the primaries, or who had been declared winners of the primaries. But then Senator Ahmed Lawan went to court, and the Supreme Court handed the ticket to him. And now he's been declared winner of the election in Yobe State. Other results we've seen yesterday, Ekiti State, the All Progressives Congress seem to have taken that state with over 201,000 votes. That's the first state to officially be declared by the National Coalition Center, by the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission there. All right, let's move on and see what stories are in the belly of the papers this morning as we continue to observe the elections. All right, let's begin this morning with the Guardian newspaper. Anxiety, parties kick as INEC delays results upload, and collation. Anxiety, parties kick as INEC delays results upload, collation. And still there within the belly of the Guardian newspaper, stock market defies election, soars by 623, beg your pardon, soars by 623 billion naira in 5 days. Property insurance records low patronage amid 4.2 trillion naira flood losses. Again, federal government blames theft for dwindling oil revenue. Again, federal government blames theft for dwindling oil revenue. Well, at some point they said it wasn't theft. There was no, it wasn't really oil theft. That it was, at some point they said the measurement was wrong, and I think the equipment for measuring, was wrong, was bad, and so most of what was attributed to oil theft wasn't actually stolen. Well, you'll be surprised what you hear every single day. Moving on. Maiduguri fire, Buhari orders strict vigilance. Maiduguri fire, Buhari orders strict vigilance. Omwagege accuses Okowa of dressing thugs in military uniforms. Omwagege accuses Okowa of dressing thugs in military uniforms. Rhodes Viva flays thugs. Interruption of balloting. Rhodes Viva, that's the Labour Party governorship candidate in Lagos State. Rhodes Viva flays thugs. Interruption of balloting. Still there. ADP candidates protests exclusion in ballot paper despite court order. Collation of results delayed in Rivers. Collation of results delayed in Rivers. Those are stories from the Guardian newspaper this morning. Would be reading more headlines. I'll be reading out more headlines from the Punch newspaper, the Guardian, Daily Trust, as well as This Day newspaper. We have those papers in. We'll be reading them in a bit. But in the meantime, you can join the conversation if any of the headlines and what we're seeing over time, over the last 24 hours regarding the elections, tickle your interest. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are, and I'd love to, get your opinions. Please, as much as you can, keep the comments really civil. Keep your comments very, very civil. Do not, you're not making citing statements or anything like that, okay? So we can have a smooth conversation this morning. I'd really love to hear you speak to me on these issues. Okay, 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. You can send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 090-9705-4450. Hello, good morning. All right, it seems like we lost connection with that one. You want to call back? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Mikari from Apo area.
You said your name is Yemi?
Mkari.
Mkari.
That's Mikari from
Okay.
Apo area.
Okay. Good to have you.
Yeah, the election has come and gone, but the people that all the promises I promised us, we didn't see some of them being fulfilled. Like yesterday at our polling unit there at the South Estate, at the gate there. I couldn't even vote yesterday, but I didn't vote yesterday. The kind crowd that was there, and we were told that I may be congested the place. Please, there are about 3,000 voters there. We were there since morning. Now they came by 11. Before they started everything almost by 12. Before that rain again started. So after everything, it get to about 9 o'clock or even 8 o'clock. They were not telling us that they want to close. For me, that was not even living at inside the alphabet. I have to abandon them there. I couldn't vote after all the whole day suffering. You see how people are determined to vote that place yesterday, that day for it. Even during people are standing inside that rain to vote.
Yeah.
That is the thing.
I was there, Kari. I was actually there, and I witnessed what happened at that polling unit. That was where I voted on Saturday. I witnessed everything that happened there. And
now, also, I get to now. Also at Wumba there, close to that place at Wumba. I also hear similar things there. That at Wumba, somebody called on phone too. At Wumba, within that area, all these areas you see are strongholds of a particular community. Now, most of all these guys now didn't vote. Now, INEC is compiling results now to declare to us. Please, these things are not fair. People went suffer to get their voters card to vote for their candidate. And even that place you say you are there, you will know who won that polling unit. So it is in that area. They couldn't vote. I myself couldn't vote. After leaving everything I'm doing to go there, they didn't beat me there still. Because of INEC shortcomings, I didn't vote. So many places, so like many places that people are still complaining these things. Now they are declaring the results that people didn't even vote and partake in it. Now you might declare one candidate winner, maybe somewhere in the country, they are allowed to vote that place. Pack their numbers there, make them to vote there. Then a particular side, particular stronghold of a particular candidate is not allowed. God is watching all of us. Thank God that God, after creating everything, He created hellfire. It's worth.
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you so much for calling, Curry. 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. You can send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 090-9705-4450. Right, more calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning, Moses. Good to have you.
Hello, sir.
And that was great. Thank you very much for asking.
Thank you very much for your effort. My contribution to the group this morning and the headline is about the major limit of our people in this election. We want to thank God, but one thing I want to observe from the election is that there are some areas that people were not privileged to vote. I think the standard of our democracy is young. We are moving in process, but we should grow beyond what we are doing. What am I trying to happen? What is happening because it takes almost 1 year for INEC to prepare for this election that takes place on Saturday. Security-wise and other things are under preparation, but I'm still surprised with some of the things we see on the media that are happening. There's some people kind of feel, and yet the INEC are not available to allow people to vote, even to give you concern to the person people were able to vote and some couldn't vote. Then why was an omission on the ballot paper on a certain party? I am sad. In fact, it is sad for a country like this, where people are just available everywhere. What kind of expensive mistake is that?
that a political party is being omitted in the ballot paper. What kind of an expensive, even the past election that was done some years ago, we have never seen such an mistake. But now that civilization has come, why should such a mistake come from the INEC? That is one of the some of the observations that I see. And I also want to thank the youth. The youth really executed their mind, and I wish that all their votes would count. And the way the world is looking into us to come out with a credible election, I believe that the Lord God Almighty will have it and make everything to come to reality. Thank you, God bless you.
Thank you very much, Moses. Everything would come to reality. Let's hope so. And some of you listen. I don't know if you listened to the press release. I read earlier when we opened the conversation, the press release by the Independent National Electoral Commission yesterday, and it said that the challenge of posting election results or uploading election results from the the polling units is as a result of the scaling up of the portal to a national one. And the question that should be asked is, didn't INEC know that the portal would be used for a general election? Didn't they know how many polling units we have across the country, and how many, and how much? Wasn't there an analysis, or is it to say that they were ill prepared? If you could not have a portal that can accommodate pictures, what kind of portal did INEC build that cannot accommodate about 529,818 pictures? We have little devices, even your phone should be able to accommodate that much pictures, because what it is that is being uploaded by the beavers is pictures. How many kilobytes or how many megabytes are these pictures? The sensibilities and the smartness of Nigerians seem to be taken for granted. I mean, don't we know these things? A regular website, right, should be able to accommodate these much pictures. How many megabytes is one picture, and how many megabytes of space or storage was allotted to that portal? Because if these portals were used for state elections, and you say, oh, we did not, I mean, the problem is that we're scaling them up from states, we're scaling up, or are you scaling up now? Are you doing the scaling up now, or the scaling up should have been done much earlier, knowing that you had a general election ahead of you? The story just doesn't add up. I mean, looking at it from the tech, angle that they're putting forward, because we know how technology works. All right. Most of all, if you're doing such portals, there should be cloud storage. Can we say now that results could not be uploaded at polling units because of space, pictures that could be sent? Okay, I'm just gonna leave that. Seems like maybe we're not smart enough. Maybe we don't know these things. Anyway, let's get to a Daily Trust newspaper. Daily Trust story here: Lagos, Obi's Labour Party sends Obanikoro's son out of reps, stops Banky W. And the candidate of the Labour Party, Thaddeus Atta, has been declared as winner of Etiosa Federal Constituency seat in the House of Representatives. And moving on from that one, Election violence. NHRC demands prosecution of perpetrators. 2 shot dead as APC wins in Akwa Ibom local government. 2 shot dead as APC wins in Akwa Ibom local government. Police warn, police warn Oyo residents against circulating fake election results. Beg your pardon. Police warn Oyo residents against circulating fake election results. Election. We don't want bloodshed, says Oba of Benin. Election. We don't want bloodshed, says Oba of Benin. Away from that one now. Also election. Kaduna bans street protests as INEC collates results. Still there. Says Kaduna bans street protests as INEC collates results. Kwankwaso leading with over 270,000. Okay, I'll leave that. INEC has said you can only draw figures from what INEC has declared. All right, so draw results from what INEC has officially declared. So I'm going to be a little careful with these things. Vote spread. Tinubu, Atiku neck and neck as Obi trails. Tinubu floors Atiku in Kwara. Atiku wins Gombe, sweeps all 11 local government areas, and that's coming from the state coalition. Moving on, let's bring you in 090-735-30044 and 090-87668888. SMS and WhatsApp messages 090-9705-4450. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. What's your name?
Yes, Prince. My name is McAnthony.
McAnthony, good to have you here. How are you today?
Thank you, Prince. Happy New Week.
I wish you the same.
Thank you. I want to start by saying that INEC did not do well. INEC knew before now that this election is very important to Nigerians. I believe money was released to INEC for all of this. Why didn't they work on their server? Why didn't they work on those equipment and the machines they know they were supposed to work on before now? Like in the polling unit where I voted in Kubwa, after elections, we stood there. We insisted that they upload the results. The lady in question said there was no network. I personally went with my MiFi. My MiFi has about 30-something gigabytes inside it. I said, if there is no network in your own, I will give you my network. Use it to upload. So the thing caused a lot of they had to call the divisional police headquarters. The divisional police headquarters, they came. When they heard what we were saying, they couldn't do anything. We insisted. That was when they caught someone, I think one of their IT persons, the guy came, stood there, and in our presence, he uploaded it. In other places, same thing happened. What I am saying in essence is, INEC should have done all those things before time. They shouldn't use this as an excuse, telling us that INEC server is that is why the result wasn't uploaded. And any delay, people will use that delay in manipulating the results. I plead to INEC, they should do the needful. They should do the right thing. We were praying for free and fair election. And I think that is what we expect, and that's what we should have. Thank you, Prince. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Another question would be, did INEC not upload or not subscribe data or provide internet for the beavers. Why was it so? Before the elections, we were made to understand that, well, the beavers does not even need to, does not work online, but when it's time to send results, the results are uploaded when you click send, just like you send an SMS, and then when you get to a place where there's network, it enters, it goes in. That's for areas where there's no network. But where there is network, you just have to click send, or network coverage, you just have to click send and it would upload. Well, what many people have been talking about, even going from by the press release, is that we didn't have this happen at the polling units. What if these are pictures, all right? The beavers takes pictures. What if people leave the polling units, get somewhere else, write a different result, and take a picture of that result and upload? That's the question many people are asking, because these devices are like every other device. Just like your tab, all right? So you can overwrite what has been stored in it. You can actually delete what has been stored in it, can't you? Take something new and upload. After all, they have to upload the pictures of the result sheets from the senatorial and the National Assembly, that's the House of Reps, Senate, and then the presidential. So if all of these pictures could be taken, it means that more pictures can be taken, and we can decide which one to send and which one not to send. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. So if I don't upload the picture here and I go to at point A and I go to point B and take a different picture, wouldn't I be able to upload that picture? That's the question that needs to be answered. I'm guessing, or not guessing. That's the question many people are asking. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning to you. What's your name?
James Chuku.
James Chuku, good to have you.
Yes, I call from Gawaraka.
How's Gawaraka?
Yes, I'm calling from Gawaraka, sir.
How is it there?
Very fine, sir.
Go ahead, let's hear you, please.
I called yesterday and I told you that I was one of the polling agents.
Yes, you did.
Like what you are just deliberating. There's one information I won't give you. Like as I tell you, I was one of the polling agents. They give us one manual, election day training manual, of which they coach us. My party coached us, and the manual is from INEC. At the back of the manual, they give us all the whole information, and from the back of the manual, they write USSD logic, and they say where you can upload manually. Just like you are checking account balance in your phone. You don't even need internet, even with 3310. That don't need this thing, internet to do it. Like, for example, they say, number 1, *384, *50*, agent phone number, *1, then you enter accredited voters. You as an agent, then press hash, then you send it. With the number that you submitted that you want to be a polling agent, that INEC have registered it, then it will go to their INEC portal and register the accredited voters. The same thing goes to the total votes, the same thing goes to the valid votes, the same thing goes to APC votes in your unit. The same thing goes to the Labour Party votes in your unit. The same thing goes to the NNPP votes in your unit. The same thing goes to the PDP votes in your unit. Can I shock you or surprise you? We tried it. If you tried it, NTN will tell you it's like you have entered a wrong code. So INEC that have prepared, they even write this thing in the paper. If you enter it, NTN will tell you it's like you have entered a wrong code. They did not link it to the network. Try it to other network. It did not enter. This one is you can give the report of your unit because they say our number have been linked. And then our number we gave is past 2 months as a polling agent. They have registered our number to INEC, and INEC have given it to NTR and to other networks. When you enter it, the information of the votes in your unit, INEC will collect it. But to my greatest surprise, it's not there. It's not working. What did INEC want to tell people? People suffer. Somebody called this morning, say Rembita, to come and vote. You suffer, collect your PVC. You suffer, go and vote. They spend money, give INEC to prepare for this election. Yeah, that's your praise. I don't want to get annoyed though.
Don't get annoyed. Don't get annoyed.
If INEC make otherwise for this vote, what will happen for NSAS go be small, No, they
don't get angry. We won't get to that point. Please, let's not preempt anything or get to that. All right, moving on. Let's see more headlines. Let's see what the Punch newspaper is reporting this morning. Apparently, everything is about the elections. And okay, again, RFI warns against election results protests. So what he's saying in Kaduna State is whatever the election results or the outcome is, take it, don't protest, just go with the flow. Okay? Yeah, understand. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Hanacho.
Good morning, Mike. Good to have you.
Thank you so much. Election. Honestly, what we expected from the INEC is not what we saw. One, the late coming of this material is something else, And we were also told that immediately people, after the voting, they will now send the results to the server. And then INEC did not do that. I'm even surprised that some of the ones they show us in Abuja, that it is the voter who are even telling, the INEC official what they're supposed to know. That, Oga, this election has concluded. Please be here, right from here, send it. Let us see it. And they said, no, they cannot send it here. That until when they go, oh my God. Well, I think INEC, from onset, we are expecting, they are giving us a hope that everything is well, everything is there. And today, this well, we are not seeing it too. So I think we are waiting for the results. And for those who are saying, I have heard a lot of people say, all these things that are coming from the social media, people should not, the results, that the people should, it is only INEC that have authority or have a power to. We are not talking about who have power to announce the results. But do you know that even the election, the result of Ekiti they have announced now, was also posted on the social media. Am I right? Hello?
Yes, INEC posted, INEC did that on the INEC handle. You can find that there after the declaration.
Yeah, so if they are saying, don't forget about what is in social media, it is only INEC. We are not dragging who's supposed to announce the result. It is INEC that have the capacity to announce the result. But what we're saying is that don't say people should not forget about what they post, because don't say, I follow this thing, and we also saw it on the social media, and it is the same thing that we saw on the social media that was declared from the INEC. Anyway, we are waiting for the final conclusion, a collection of the results. And I don't know why, after we use spend so much money on this beaver of a thing, and then the collection of the results are taking longer time. So, INEC have a lot of explanation to tell us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And, the conversation continues here. Looking at more headlines and more stories, stuff emanating from the elections. The Lagos State Labour Party in Lagos State has rejected the election results on account of, many, what they call irregularities, or what they refer to as irregularities, and, voter intimidation and harassment, all that. And for that, they're rejecting the outcome of the elections in that state. Moving on, bringing more callers in. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. What's your name?
My name is Honorable Lukoju. Good morning, sir.
Lukoju, good to have you.
Yeah, you see, my whole problem is that there's what we call the INEC is already, advised the entire country that is only the INEC have the right to speak. Because that area must be privacy for some people, irrespective they are not INEC official. But the way they are carrying the rumor cause a lot of problems. Please, I advise you at least to caution some, caller, not to cause any problem.
Olukojo, haven't heard anyone, declare election results here. I don't think no one has declared the election results here, and no one is allowed to declare election results aside from what INEC has declared. So please, if you have to comment, respond to the headlines.
Yes. In my addition is that I'm not saying that it's only the INEC have the right to declare and to pass any information, because I myself, in the place where I vote, I give a kudo and credit, even 90% to the INEC, because immediately I enter there without a wasting of time. Even that one of the candidates, even that candidate has to follow us at the back, because we follow the due process. Election was peacefully. Let us give a kudo to the INEC.
So, Olukojo, you want to discountenance other people's experience because your experience was good. Is that what it would mean?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Olukojo. I'll let you go. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Nacho.
Good morning to you. Who's joining us?
This is Elder Bako from Gwagwalada.
Elder Bako, good to have you. How are you today, sir?
I thank God. Please, what I wanted to say is that the INEC are the problem of this country concerning our election, this Nigeria. Can I tell you that since this INEC chairman come on board, we have never conducted election in Nigeria since 2015. Okay, you can see that some states, they even conduct election yesterday, which is election supposed to be on Saturday. With what is happened in some states, happened in Benin, when they scatter election material, this is a ballot paper, they scatter it. I saw it. Okay, I saw a underage boy, just a little boy, just about, it's not up to 10 years boy, carried BBC, the vote in North. Is that election? If Nigeria cannot practice democracy, let us change to another system in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. There's no system better than democracy. That's what they say, right? Democracy is the best. Question is, have we actually had democracy? That's what many would ask. Have we actually had a democracy in this country? Some people say what we have is civil rule. Anyway, moving on. Youth protest inability to vote in Lagos. Youths protest inability to vote in Lagos. Jobless man steals 70,000 naira phone in Abuja. Rampaging herders kill 13 in 3 Benue villages. NDLEA arrests 3 grandpas, others for drug trafficking. Abia man strangles brother to death. Mob lynches suspect. Hoodlums attack Ogun politician's home. Injure mother. Traders count losses in Maiduguri main market fire. And we hear that the governor of Borno State, Babagana Umar Zulum, professor, has giving a 1 billion naira compensation to affected traders to cushion the effect of the market fire. 3 killed in Bauchi crash. FRSC blames wrong overtaking. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning. What's your name, please?
My name is Joseph Omo.
Joseph Omo, good to have you. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, I'm on this 2023 election. So, based on what is happening in Nigeria, truly, I'm not happy, and the youth in Nigeria are not happy. INEC is the problem we have in Nigeria. INEC is the problem. Because everything went well in my area and everywhere. So if they continue like this, NSAS is just a joke.
because we are ready. Everyone is ready. And
I'm sorry. I'm not going to allow you begin to speak like this on the program, please. I warned you earlier. Please keep your comments very civil. Please keep your comments very civil. Do not come in here with any inciting statements. We would not take that. Okay? This is radio. If you want to have such conversations, you want to talk about such things, say them in your streets, say them in your houses. You know, don't come on radio, especially not here on this Eagles FM. Please, not here. All right? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Right, seems like we lost connection with that one. Call 09073530044 and 09087668888. You can send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 09097054450. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, KGB. Good to have you.
Yeah, Nacho.
Yes.
See, we have been saying it. I have been saying it. We are not right for democracy. We cannot practice democracy. International community, take note. You see this, I voted. I saw what happened. Where I voted were very, very excellent. I can give you the results, but there's no need for that. The INEC failed woefully in all ramifications.
What are your parameters? What are your parameters for saying INEC failed?
I'm not talking about where I voted. I'm talking about randomly. Randomly everywhere.
You cannot just say that INEC failed. Why do you think INEC failed?
In Jos, they went away with the whole shit. All INEC failed. They feel as if they did not prepared or they have been settled. So forget about that. Whatever they bring out, we are all in Nigeria. It continues. Hard way, the only way. No retreat, no surrender. No retreat, no survivor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No retreat, no surrender. I don't know what that is. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Christian.
Good morning. Clementine Prince, good to have you.
Thank you. On Sunday, the INEC chairman, Yakubu, addressed the whole world and gave kudos to the optimal performance of the viewers. Now, we are hearing the report from all over Nigeria that the INEC portal the results of all polling units and centers could not be uploaded in an INEC server. It's a contradiction. And as the delay is occasioned, Nigerians should know what is going on in different states today is unbearable. It's not something the ears can hear. I mean, people in military uniforms, as I'm telling you, are hijacking ballot papers in my state and my local government area. And what you are going to see, and what else do we expect? These governors and senators have been participating in elections since 1999. From House of Assembly to reps to Senate. Some have transmitted from Senate to governor back to Senate over the years. And they are still dealing with the same resident electoral commissioners in the various states. They are dealing with the same people who have been transacting with them. So, the main point I want to drive here is that if at the end of the day the people's votes the people's votes do not count after the sufferance, after the sacrifice Nigeria made in a cashless economy where they fed under the rain, they were dancing and voting, then the cashless has failed us once again. The suffering that we all undertook during this period to ensure that we comply with the government directive so that the election will be free and fair will be defeated. And I pray God that it will never be defeated as I may collect the final results. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Clementine Prince. Let's pray that the efforts of Nigerians did not go to waste. Nigerians must be commended for coming out en masse to vote on Saturday. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Jeremiah. I'm calling from Lumbe.
Jeremiah. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
What I see on television, I know they go out for voting, but what I read on television is unbelievable. because for me hearing on news, I hear that they have already prepared security. And what I really see on television is like they don't even give any security, because some areas that I hear that some bad boys enter and scatter an election ground, it is very, very unbelievable. So for me, my contribution on this program is that the ANEC chairman should take notice. He should know how to arrange security in this next time.
All right.
Because it is a security that will stop all this matter. Without all those election matter, if security can take chance, I know all things will go well.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jeremiah, for calling. Appreciate you. Have a splendid day. Well, what more do we know? Collation would resume at the International Conference Center this morning at about 11 o'clock. That's what the INEC chairman had said. Collation would resume later this morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Please sound out the volume of your radio. When you're calling radio, please put it down. What's your name?
My name is Kelvin.
I didn't get that. Say again.
Kelvin.
Okay, when you call in, please put down the volume of your radio so we can hear you. At least have a clear conversation. Aside all of the stuff that we're dealing in this country, we cannot also be dealing with, not being able to hear you when you call in. Would love to have a crystal clear conversation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, this is good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Azubike calling from.
Azubike, good to have you.
Yeah. What I have to say there is this is a nation. As preparing for a nation, INEC and security, they have to provide their own trust for Nigerians, because security is first important priority in everything. Look at the way they scatter ballot and burning fire. Who is going to count for those ones? And we pay money for that to prepare election. So please, the next coming election on 11th of March, let them put security. Let them put proper security, please. We are begging. And next chairman, please. That's my opinion.
All right. Thank you very much, Azubike. But again, I'd love to ask: is it the provision of adequate security, or the security people conducting themselves right and knowing that they have a Herculean responsibility and task to protect the lives of citizens and not be compromised during elections? Stay neutral and apolitical. They were supposed to take an oath. They should have taken an oath of neutrality. But then, would they, in themselves, be able to live up to that expectation? That's the question. It's not even about deploying security. You can deploy as much security as you want, but if they allow themselves to be used, then the purpose is defeated. Join me. Let's get talking some more. 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Hello, good morning.
I am Kelvin Eji.
Godwin.
Kelvin.
Kelvin, good to have you. How are you today, sir?
Fine.
Good to have you. Let's hear you.
What I want to contribute in this issue, if somebody called you and want to express what is disturbing the person, you allow the person, not to be afraid of. I don't know what you're afraid of. That's what I want to tell you.
Thank you very
much. Allow
the
person to express himself.
Thank you. When you open your own station, you can allow them to express themselves the way they want. Thank you. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Prince from April Road. We are doing a great job there.
Prince, thank you very much for joining us.
Another thing you need to do is you need to manage anger, because all the people are angry, so they can talk any way they want. Just relax there and do your work.
Thank you. Go ahead.
The issue of beavers, the purpose of the beavers and everything is not achieved as far as I'm concerned. Because by now we are supposed to be seeing the results. And when I went to vote, I observed so many things. Now, what is the purpose of putting a hand on the machine and that is not reflecting as if we are voting? It's very simple. You can put this paper they are printing up and destroying. They can put a
something that's electronic too that will put our hand and reflect at the INEC this thing, the way they're doing developed country to be reflecting on our this thing. Now, on the INEC this thing, up till now, so me and you, as we are talking now, this is Saturday that we did the election. Nothing is happening. We are not aware of where we are now. It's medicine after death. People are already lamenting in their homes. All this one we are talking now, they have finished what they want to do. There's nothing anybody can do about it. It's the same Nigeria. We are back to square. Anyway, we pray that everybody will accept the result the way it comes and continue to manage ourselves ahead. That is what it is now, because there's nothing anybody can do now. The so-called beavers, they have not uploaded. By right, as we are voting, the two is supposed to be reflecting. In short, the whole thing is confusing. They have used our brain again. This will don't use us again.
Prince,
they don't use us again.
I like the way you put it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling. All right, and this is where we'd have to drop the anchors at this hour. The conversation continues. We're going to be talking more in the next hour, bringing more updates as we see them regarding the elections. At this time, we'll continue the conversation. We're moving away from the headlines and just, talking generally about the elections and what we see, the fresh updates we see. We're also getting analysts and all to help us analyze and understand the situation as they continue to unfold. What is happening? How much more trust can Nigerians, impose on INEC or impose on INEC? I don't know. In fact, sometimes English fails me. So I see your messages. I'll be taking more of your messages in the next hour. Keep it here. It's about 5 minutes before 8 o'clock. On the other side, I will see you at 8 o'clock on the flip side, right? Yeah, keep it here.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Welcome to the studios. With me here today is Engineer David James, the CEO of Dave Tiles Limited. You're welcome, sir.
March 20